everybody. This is a Lamley preview. Turn your attention to that bottom row of my Carney wall display, and you will see that it is vacant once again. I just filled it with street tuners, car culture street tuners, just a few days ago. But it is already time to move everything up a row, take the top row, move it to my other wall display, because we have brand new models to showcase. It is Hot Wheels Car Culture Desert Rally, another 5-car set from Car Culture. It is the next one after Street Tuners. And this set of 5 came from our friends at Mattel. They sent this set over for me to preview for you. It was kind of funny. I got the set in the mail. I said, okay, you guys want me to preview this? He said, we know you like to show things early. We like it when you preview them, so go ahead and show Desert Rally. And then I did notice, as I was looking at it, that there were these little special codes on top. And I said, hey, these are FEPs. Do you really want me to open them? And they said, you do what Lamley does. We sent these to you to open. We want you to do it. So that is what I am going to do. FEPs are kind of an in-house sample for the design team and marketing to look at, make sure everything is intact. So they want me to open these. I am going to open them. I don't know when exactly these are going to be out. I'm guessing, I would say end of August is a little too early, so I'm guessing September, but you never know. They might be out tomorrow as far as I know. Desert Rally is the theme, of course, Hot Wheels Premium. You always want to focus on Julian Coyle's artwork. Before we do that, though, here's the back of the card just so you know what to look for. You want that. There it is. Probably not relevant for at least a couple weeks. We'll see. And number 1 of 5 is the 70 Oldsmobile 442. We start with Julian's art. It is fantastic. It looks like we've got different positions of cars or of automobiles. Like it looks like he's going with kind of the photograph look. Sometimes they're very artistic. They're always artistic, but sometimes it's more of an interpretation. Other times it looks like a actual photograph. He's going with a very realistic look, Julian, but he always nails it. And this is fantastic. Now, the 70 Oldsmobile 442. This is only the second release of this casting. I think the first one was Flying Customs. We've seen a lot of Hot Wheels 442s, but this actual lifted version, it's a replica of a real car. I don't know if the deco is on this, the Baja Bruiser, but it's a fantastic deco. If I remember correctly, this casting was originally slated for a premium release that never materialized. So they made the casting, and they ended up not releasing that set. So then we saw it debut in Flying Customs a while ago, metal base but no real riders, and but now we see a proper premium release. Loving the livery on this one. Really like the off-road real riders. A nice, cool. I think about the Monza from Silhouettes. It's that kind of out of left field choice for the set, and I am truly digging it. That's a great way to start. Number 2 is the 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon. Here is Julian's art. Do not confuse this one with the Power Wagon. That's a separate casting. The Macho Power Wagon, actually before we even open it up, debuted in entertainment. Simon & Simon. This was a few years ago. It's a great casting based on the Simon & Simon truck from the old TV show. You can see this is a bigger casting than the Power Wagon. And I think this is actually a stock version. I think that's how they had it with that kind of Power Wagon deco on the side. The Macho Power Wagon, I think, was in pop culture as a Batman model, and this is the second proper, realistic release. And it is so good to have this casting back. It just looks just fantastic, and I love it in this rally style, Mojave Rally style look that it's got. Really cool premium casting, one that I'd love to see. I mean, RLC would be a great release for this casting as well. And it's big. When I put it in the wall display, we'll see if it even fits. I barely got the Simon & Simon in there, so I'm sure I could get this one in, but it just barely fits. Really cool casting as well. This is, I think a lot of people have been looking for an off-road style mix, and this one is great because it just doesn't have the standard, you could think Texas Drive 'em or the 4x4 Silverado, but they've really gone with a unique group of models, kind of old and new. Number 3 is the 1988 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Okay, this, in terms of castings, this is my number 1. I love this cat. Well, and Never mind. I don't know why I always have to say which one's my favorite and which one isn't, because I love the Macho Power Wagon. The 442 is a surprise. The last two are great too, but this Wagoneer, it's another one that we saw debut in a premium. This was Boulevard, and obviously this one's fantastic. That 2013 Boulevard set, which included the Datsun Wagon, Nissan Skyline, the Porsche 993, all those models debuted in this set, including the Wagoneer, which is a major highlight in the stock wood-paneled version. Then we've seen a mail-in version, and we've seen it in pop culture a couple of times, and now we see it back in car culture. A very deserving model. I think this is one that was slated for these bigger cards, too. We would eventually see it. Love the 5-spoke wheels on this. It's kind of an interesting choice. And then white roof, and then full deco, and that aqua color is tremendous as well. Really, really happy to see this one. It looks even has the details in the front on that front grille. Really happy to see this one together, and it's nice to pair with the original Boulevard. Number 4, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. Julian's art once again. I actually thought, okay, so this one debuted in the main line, this casting. Then we saw the premium version for RLC, right? This beautiful Spectre Flame blue version. And then we're going to see it in Golf here very shortly in the RLC too. And this one has an opening hood. But this is actually a metal chassis for the basic version. So no opening hood or opening tailgate on this one. It's just a premium version of the basic release. Turn your attention to the wheels. I am trying to think if we have seen these wheels released yet. These are new off-road reel riders. I don't know what the name is. I'm sure we could call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-hole reel riders, maybe. Maybe we've seen this. I'm trying to think if we've seen this one before. I do not think we have. If I'm wrong, just let me know and put it in the comments section. But we're seeing these wheels debut with the Raptor and with the next model that we'll showcase here in a second. But it's a really, really cool. Nice to have a premium version that we can have in car culture. They usually reserve the opening parts, obviously, for RLC and convention, things like that. That's super premium stuff. So the Ford Raptor is the number 4. And the number 5. Number 5 is always reserved for the new casting. So new metal chassis for the Raptor. And the Olds 442 is not a debut, but something we haven't seen for a while. In fact, all these we haven't seen for a while. So that's what I really like about it. But the Volkswagen Baja Bug is the new casting. Here's Julian's art. Unfortunately, because as a removable piece, we get that big warning there on the front. So we lose a little bit of Julian's art, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's worth it because this casting's fantastic. So lots to talk about. First, the Reel Riders are the new Reel Riders, the off-road Reel Riders. Second, this is kind of the evolution of the Baja Bug casting. There's been a Baja Bug with that intake on the roof, if you remember, that we've seen as a super treasure in the past. It's been all over the place. But this is the next one. It's totally built from scratch. It's not modified from that original casting. This is a totally new Baja Bug casting, and it has a removable piece. Well, actually, 2. Not only does the roof piece removable, but the wheel on top is removable as well. So we're getting not necessarily moving parts, but removable pieces, and that is kind of cool. And it looks perfect on this casting. I'm sure we'll see this thing all over the place. And I really do like the lifted look, and it has a better proportion than the old casting for sure. And it's far more detailed, not only deco-wise, but as a casting. It's just better put together. So there you go. Those are the 5. The next car culture mix. Ready to put it in my wall display. Look for this very, very soon. Thanks, Mattel, for sending me these very early versions, even the FEPs to open up. But if I'm supposed to open them up, I will open them up. They look great. Guys, tell me what you think. Which one's your favorite? Man, I was originally saying that Wagoneer, but I'm happy with all of them. The biggest surprise being that Olds 442, which I think is fantastic. Tell me what you think, guys. This was a fun one to do. Till the next time. Bye.